Let's go jellyfishing! Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother and welcome back to Sonic Colors. In the last episode, we began this world here, which is Aquarium Park, and this time around, as you might be able to expect, we're going to be continuing with Aquarium Park and hopefully eventually finishing it up. And right off the bat, we've got an amazing start here because we've got one of these random gigantic yellow spring levels. Oh man, you have to wonder, how did they come up with the concept for this? I could understand if it were like one level or something like that, but this is a repeating thing throughout the game, so you have to wonder, because it doesn't fit in with the rest of the game too well, who came up with the idea for these? Now, don't get me wrong, I actually think these are a lot more fun than a lot of people do. You get to leap around the screen, you still feel like you have control over Sonic, and doing these quickly and getting all the rings and stuff in a rapid manner, I think is something fun. It's something that's not terribly excruciating to do, as some people might have you believe. But it really just doesn't fit with the rest of the game, and you really have to wonder, how did they come up with the idea for this? I don't understand, man. Ooh, uh-oh. Getting all the red rings in this level is really not as bad as it is on some other levels, but, yes, we did it! But you have to execute things reasonably well. Let's jump through these rainbow rings here, and yay, we get to run again. We get control over Sonic, even though I said before that I do sort of enjoy these big old springy levels. I definitely prefer running around at the speed of sound, as you might expect with our hedgehoggy little friend here. And now, like I said about red rings, it's not all that difficult to get all of them in this level as long as you know what you're doing a little bit, because we already have 4 red rings down there in the corner, as you can see, and I am usually not the world's greatest collector of red rings, but bam, there we go, all 5. We've 100%ed a level in Sonic Colors. What kind of dark magic is this, man? I'm not supposed to 100% levels. Ooh. I thought this thing went in a pattern and it always shot 2 in the middle and then always 2 on the sides and followed that sort of a pattern, but apparently not. It is more diabolical, more sinister than any of that. Either way, we finished that level and we got ourselves a nice A rank, a nice shiny golden A rank, and we can continue onward, which is probably a good thing. And I am getting tired of these end screens, man. Please let me just go back to normal where I can actually get all of my 1-ups and stuff like that. It just feels so much better either way. Oh my gosh. Ooh, the power of the red rings has further angered Metal Sonic, and I guess I'll show that off eventually, maybe, probably, but not right now. For now, you guys are gonna have to wonder why a gigantic Metal Sonic head just wants to snack down on his miniature version, for a while longer. And this level is a very, very water-based one, perhaps the most water-based level that we've had yet, actually, and, to be quite honest, I'm not entirely sure... Well, my fishy friends, I sure am glad they were there to help me, but to be entirely honest, with this level, I'm not quite sure what the dealio is. You can use the, drill wisp, and you can use the hover wisp in here, as was shown in the overworld, and I know exactly where the hover wisp is, but the drill wisps sort of evade me on this level, generally, and, because of that, I usually just hop around, and that's my, oh, geez, my primary method of transportation. I suppose there's probably a drill wisp somewhere around here, but I don't know where it is. It's probably more off to the left now that I think about it, but we are past that, and oh god, it's the most nerve-wracking music to ever grace any video game. That's right, it's the Sonic drowning music, and it looks like we're going down! No! Oh my god. That was pathetic. That's what you get for trying to rush in these levels. Either way, I will be right back. Okay, this time we're going to go ahead and take the lower route. That's the one I'm a little bit more familiar with, and these fans will turn on when you get within a certain distance of them, and you have to keep that in mind if you want to get certain Easter eggs later on in the level. Well, not Easter eggs, but, you know, collectibles. Red rings, secrets, 1-ups, stuff like that. Although the only ones that I know of that are sort of affected by that are red rings, but you know what I'm talking about, man. We are back at this segment where having a drill wisp would be very nice because we could just smash through this wall, cause all kinds of carnage, but for now, we're just sitting here. We are relaxing, and the game is trying really hard to give it the aquatic underwater ambience. You can definitely tell because the music kind of gets really, 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 really quiet after you go underwater. It doesn't just, like, slow down a little bit. It doesn't get slightly quieter like it did in Sonic Generations. Nope. This time around, that music is done if you are, not careful. And wow. Yeah, yeah, there is what it was. I always try to go up that segment just as normal Sonic with no wisp power-ups or anything, and it always ends up doing that to me. It just pushes you out of the way, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to reap the rewards that might have been there. Now, These red fish that I am picking up, apparently they just really like the smell that hedgehogs give off. I can't imagine hedgehogs would smell too good underwater, but you know what? Whatever, to each his own. Because when you get near these guys, oh, not boost, but there we go, duck under it. But, when you get near these guys with Sonic, you will, looks like those fans are already on and we can't even get the fish. Man, what a disappointment. But when you get near these guys with Sonic, they will follow around you and they'll act sort of as a shield. And they're like kind of the only shield in this game, which is kind of weird. They didn't have like an electric shield or a fire shield or anything along those lines. So using these guys as a shield, I think it's adorable first and foremost because my little fishy friends are going to protect me. And remember, kids, fish are friends, not food. Unless they're gigantic mechanical fish that want to rip your brains out. In that case, you know what? Chow down. I'm sure there's plenty of iron in all of the fish that Robotnik has created, or Eggman, whatever you prefer. Why did I just call him Robotnik? I have no idea where that came from, guys. I'm so sorry. Although, there is the never-ending debate over Eggman's real name. Anyway, that ends the watery portion of the watery level so that we might continue onto a very, very, very cool-looking part of the level. Oh my god, I love it so much. Ah, the colors here, the water running over the lily pads. It's like, it does fit the pseudo-Japanese theme that's going on in this world, and I love it so much. I know everybody loves this kind of area. Like, I don't know. I really have no idea what that type of garden is called, where there's the very shallow water and all that kind of thing, but it's super, super cool looking every single time. Here is definitely no exception, and here's the hover wisp of the level, and we can take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 egg pawns in one fell swoop, and get a very exciting slam. Yeah, that happens when, you run over egg pawns that are all... Oh, no! Oh, my God! Seriously! No, I just died there. Oh, that sets me back so far. You know what? I'm going to start the level over. I'll see you guys in just a minute. Oh, wow. Apparently here, right next to the beginning of the level, there's a drill wisp, the one that evaded me for so long. So now we are free to turn into our bright yellow and extremely rapidly spinning selves and continue on with the level. Wow, we made it. We can go through the pipes and we can reach probably this part of the level that was so hard to get to before. And oh my gosh, it's shortening everything up so much. I am so glad that I found this because this is like the purpose of this level, right? Is to be able to drill through all the water and do all that kind of stuff. And wow, oh my gosh, we're already here. Wow, that makes this level so much shorter. It took us only a minute to get to an area that would have taken us like 2.5 or 3 minutes to get to before. So, I'll see you all in just a... Well, actually, the place that we died at is just like right up ahead. So we can go ahead and just make the journey together because all we have to do is hop on this spring and we're basically there at the area with the slowest but certainly most exhilarating slam ever. Yep, go ahead and change into our hover wisp selves and we can take out the egg pawns once again. And apparently a slam is just when you take out all the egg pawns that are lined up like bowling pins for your destruction, for your very, very vandalistic sort of pleasure. And let's grab that checkpoint there because these pits are so jerkishly placed. We've got 3 of them in a row, and the third one's kind of hard to see because the last room is dark, and I thought it was part of maybe like a neon platform or something at first, and I actually died on that pit on the way back here, so be very careful of that. Regardless, we have come to a room which is sort of just an enemy gauntlet. Well, it's not really a gauntlet. It's just a room of enemies that you have to destroy in order to move on, a la Sonic Heroes or something like that, which is not the most fun in the world, but at least these guys don't have HP bars or anything like that. And just to qualify, I do love Sonic Heroes. I absolutely love it, and the fact that you had to face enemies with HP bars in that game doesn't really bother me all that much. Because you had power characters to do it with. In Shadow the Hedgehog, you had guns, but in like 06, that's where it sort of started to get me because you had to just homing attack over and over and over. But we're not here to talk about those games. We are here to talk about the beautiful level that is Aquarium Park. Gosh, you gotta sit back and you got to appreciate it. Look at that background, man. It's so blue and colorful and beautiful, and oh my gosh. I could live here if I had gills. Unfortunately, I don't have gills, so I'm probably not going to be able to live here. But you know what? It's pretty anyway, so maybe I'll go here on vacation or something. And you know, I would love to be Eggman's first real tourist. And wow, these guys absorb missiles like they are absolutely nothing. These fish are incredibly powerful, man. Do not mess with Nemo. He will mess you up. He will ruin your day. Unless you get to the goal ring and finish Act 6 of Aquarium Park. And we did just that right now, which garners us an A rank. And wow, we're actually reasonably close to an S rank. I didn't really expect that. Well, Had it been my first run through, I'm sure that would have been like a C rank, if not a D rank, because that was incredibly slow. It would have taken like 4.5 minutes. But after we found that drill power up, the rank sort of improved, the score sort of improved, and overall, my day just improved. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just take on the boss.
Man, running past all those fish put me in the mood for sushi. I doubt Eggman had the decency to put a good sushi joint in this park.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, try the newest dining experience here at Eggman's incredible interstellar amusement park, the bucket of sushi. Now with fish.
Ugh, like I was saying. Hey, did somebody here order a clobbering? Are you sure? It says somebody ordered an extra large clobbering topped with everything. Okay. Tell you what, I can't take this thing back, so I'll give you an extra large clobbering for nothing. Hope you're hungry.
And the boss of Aquarium Park is a very, very apathetic-looking fish ship thing. Sounds extremely threatening to me. I don't know about you guys. Either way, the way that you have to take this guy on, it's kind of like the boss of Sweet Mountain. It's not really one little boss creature monster thing instead of a giant like ship that you have to handle multiple stages of. And yes, there was a captain on Sweet Mountains, and there is a little boss guy that we're gonna have to punch in the face for this, but it's a little bit different than a normal like one-on-one boss fight or anything like that, because we've got to hit this switch and then we have the opportunity to hit this guy. But first you have to make sure to destroy 2 of those light-colored Eggman missiles. I couldn't think of the name of them for some reason for a minute there. Man, I'm dumb. But you have to destroy 2 of those light-colored missile things first in order to get yourself a drill power-up so that you can chase this guy efficiently and effectively. Although he's really, really fast. Oh my god, it's ridiculous how fast he is and how annoying he can be to catch sometimes. But just smack him right in the butt, and as you might expect, we are sent back to the ship for a round 2. And that's pretty much the only efficient way you're going to be catching this guy is by using the drill wisp. Other than that, you're going to be way, way, way too slow to get in any damage on him. So let's just destroy our missiles one more time. Oh, and yeah, you're underwater, so you have to worry about drowning again. Isn't that wonderful? But yeah, let's go ahead and just destroy our missiles and continue onward. Man, this one is just persistent. Oh my gosh, that is the little missile that could right there. That guy is just going. He is on a mission. A missile on a mission. Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully he's not missing, because that would just be absolutely... I don't know. I can't think of anything else that rhymes with miss. But we've got one more hit on this guy, so let's jump in the air, find out where he is real quick. And yeah, you can take advantage of that boss. That Eggman symbol in the bottom left there will tell you exactly where the boss is so that you can chase after him and find yourself. Yeah, you have to sort of follow the symbol even when he's not on screen to make sure that you will put him in a decent position where you're going to be able to catch him. And can we do it? Oh my gosh, we're running so low on Drill Wisp right now. Please don't make any weird moves. There we go. We got him, and that does it for the boss of Aquarium Park, who's going to spew out rings upon rings, which apparently you can't collect until you're on the ground, which is kind of weird and a little bit not, like, extremely comfortable because we have to be on the ground of a water place. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Whatever. We blew that guy up. There was a giant fiery explosion, even though we're underwater. And we got ourselves a nice platinum shiny S rank. Oh my gosh. I'm going to take that down. I'm going to put a magnet on that. I'm going to stick it on my fridge for all my friends and family to see. My mom is going to be so proud of me for the S rank and 3 1-ups that I got, even though I could have gotten another one. But you know what? I'm okay with it.
Sonic.
You know me. I aim to please.
Well, I'm totally pleased. And a little nauseous. I grabbed a bite at the bucket of sushi.
What's the verdict?
His cruelty knows no bounds.
I love that line. It's wonderful. Tails, you are fantastic. But that does it for the Aquarium Park. So thank you all very much for watching this episode of Sonic Colors. And next time, we're going to be taking on the final world that's available to us now. This weird green-brown caterpillar-looking thing. So, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you guys then.